Good morning. Day 28 on my Heysen adventure. I'm just leaving Curnows hut. I'm heading for Hisky's hut today, I think it is. It's about 28 k's, 29 k's. But about 3 k's before the hut, I reached Georgetown. So I'm a chance for a coffee maybe and something to eat. We'll see how we go. Sun's coming up. It's about, I don't know, 7:30ish. So it's been, it poured with rain last night, earlier on in the night. I'm a little bit worried if we have too many red clay roads today. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, we'll deal with it when we get there. Hasn't rained for the second half of the night. I got a shower this morning that woke me up and then it's blowing through. So at the moment it's looking good. We shall keep our fingers crossed. All right, take it easy and I'll catch you later on. So I think I read somewhere this area around Curnows hut was the original, one of the original forestry areas in South Australia. It could be a total feral fact, but I seem to remember something about it. So I don't know if I mentioned the day starts with a bit of a climb. It's freezing cold, my fingers are killing me. I'm looking forward to that sun hitting me. It's not far away, but I'm heading up into those hills, no doubt, up there. Covered in mist at the moment. The other thing I don't know if I mentioned is there's some predicted rain coming through again around 10 this morning, 10 or 11, so that'll be when I'm up at the top, I guess. Second half of the day I drop down and then go through Georgetown, and then it's about 3 point something k's from Georgetown to Hisky's hut apparently, so should be very, I can have a decent food and then just wander up to the hut. That's the plan anyway, but that's getting a bit far in front of myself. So this is what I'm looking at, climbing up into those hills. The sun is about to come up over there. It's very cold, a bit clumsy with the camera, more so than normal this morning because I've got gloves on. So I was camped down, I reckon that's the hut. You can just see a roof through there, maybe. I was camped down around there last night. Climbing up still into these hills. It looks nice, but it's bloody cold. Getting into the cloud now. Not quite as cold as it was, but still pretty chilly. over there. So when the wind stops, it's sensational. As the wind doesn't stop that much. I just had a roo and I pulled out of the fence, had its back leg caught in the top wire. I pulled it out and stood it up. As soon as I stood it up, it wanted to fight me. So I gave it a backhander, then it fell down, then I had to stand it up again. And this went on for about 3 or 4 goes before I realised I'm trying to help it, I think. But yeah, I wasn't too keen to cop the hind legs. There's a few more roos in the paddock down there. I don't know if they're coming up on the video. There they go, off and down the hill. Oh, there's a few, there's 4 that I can see. Either way, that hill that I just came over up there is the highest point of today's stroll. It's New Campbell Hill at 714 metres. So that's the ridge that I was walking along earlier on. I've dropped off it, thank God, because it was freezing up there. I'm dropping down to follow, well, my map says Bundaleer Creek, but I thought I was following that yesterday, so anyway, I'm out of the worst of the wind. The rain's there's a bit of light rain around. I've got the waterproof top on, I'm still in shorts. I'm about 4 hours from Georgetown, so I should get there by, I don't know, around 2ish, I guess. And I'll have a bit of a break there, I think, in the warmth. I'll no doubt it'll stop before then. I can see that tree's kind of moving around, so it looks like I'm going to cop the wind down in the valley. Anyway, if this rain keeps up, there might not be too many photos today. We'll see how we go. Progress is being made. That ridge in the distance is the one I walked this morning. This little ridge here is protecting you from the wind at the moment, which is why I can talk into the video. Looks like I'll probably climb up there, I guess. Much video today. It's been absolutely atrocious for the last 3 hours. I'm just starting to drop down now. Hopefully I get out of some of this wind and get a bit of shelter, because that tree and the one in the distance are about the second tree I've seen all day. Well, I made it down out of the hills alive without hypothermia setting in. I'm down on the road now, heading into Georgetown. I guess I've probably got 6k, 7k's, I don't know, I'll have a look at the map in a minute. But yeah, it's been a type 2 morning along that ridges and through those open paddocks. It's a lot better down here though. so the wind's nowhere near as strong and the rain's not as heavy. So it's all good. It's about 12 o'clock, I guess. So I'm making pretty good time here, really. Well, it's about 20 to 2. I'm rolling into Georgetown. Pretty well hasn't stopped raining for the last, I don't know, 4 hours. So cold and wet. Looking for somewhere to sit for a while. Let's see how this goes, eh? Okay, so there wasn't much, or there wasn't any video in Georgetown because I basically went straight inside and tried to thaw out and ate for about an hour and a half and drank hot chocolate. So I'm now on my way up to Hisky's Hut, probably about 2 k's to go. I've hit one of those red clay roads though, so I'm walking in the kind of grass, trying not to pick up too much clay on my shoe. I bumped into the other guys, so the 3 girls and the bloke that are behind me rolled in just as I was rolling out of Georgetown. They hit me straight to the pub, so I've got no idea if they'll all stay at the pub tonight. I might be up there on my own, maybe, we'll see. Anyway, let's just hope there's some wood and I'll get the fire going because today's been freezing. I'll catch up with you later on. Okay, I'm just arriving at Hisky's Hut. Sun's out for about the first time in about 6 or 7 hours. Still raining though. So let's get in here and get out of the rain, and then we'll concentrate on maybe getting a fire going if I can find some wood. So I've arrived at Hisky's Hut. Ironically, first time all day it stopped raining virtually. Good news is shitload of firewood. So there's some down here on the ground stacked up, just ready to be taken. I'll take some in to dry it tonight. Plenty of rain around. It's meant to be on the improve though. Okay, there's the long drop, somewhat unusually, is right beside the hut. There's a couple of tanks, they're only small, but they're chock-a-block at the moment. But yeah, if we don't get rain for a while, they might dry out. So this is the kitchen area, I guess. This is where I'm setting myself up. I've got a feeling I'll be in my own tonight. I've got the fire going. And there is another bedroom here, which would sleep a lot of people as well. So plenty of options here for sleeping. So before it gets dark, I might sign off from day 28 of my Heysen walk. I walked from Curnows Hut to Hiskeys, which is where I am now. Very comfortable here. Got my bed set up down there, right next to the fire. I've just found out everyone else that was heading this way is staying at the pub. Well, everyone that's heading northbound is staying at the pub at Georgetown. So I'm not sure if there's any southbounders coming through, but no, I very much doubt it this time of night. So I've got the place to myself. Today was probably about 28.5 k's, all trails. I was working in gloves all day in rain, so I think I might have turned it off accidentally. So it said, I think 27.5, but I lost quite a bit of data off it. So we'll call it around 28.5 and probably 600 meters climbing or something like that. So it was a solid enough day. There was a long ridge walk after I left Curnows. It wasn't a super high ridge, but it was bad in the bad weather. There was no trees, there was no shelter, plenty of wind, plenty of rain. So it was, yeah, it was a little sketchy. You kind of had to, I kept moving, didn't stop basically. But yeah, by the time I got to Georgetown, I was ready for a feed. So I went to the general store, which had pies and sausage rolls, Made a couple of hot chocolates for me and let me sit inside. She was a nice lady. The rest of the group, when they turned up just as I was leaving, they went straight to the pub, and that's where they've stayed. I can't tell you what the pub's like, but from what I've heard, it's meant to be pretty good. Tomorrow is a pretty cruisy day on paper into Crystal Brook, although these red clay roads, if this rain keeps up much longer, are going to slow me down a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm sure we'll find a way of dealing with it. All right, I'll catch pace tomorrow. Take it easy.